It's not Tuesday night. It's Thursday night. Welcome to another Thursday night watch talk with my friends. The days just blend in together, guys. So I really should update that video and have one for every day of the week. But anyway, getting together, non-scheduled stream for Thursday night tonight because one of our good friends is getting back home, and we want to get one last one in before he leaves. But before we get to that, Chaz, how are you, my friend? What's going
Good
on?
to see you, Rob. It's good to be
Yeah.
here with Wolfie and Dan. Uh, Always an honor to be on with you. Um, Got this little in honor of our good friend Wolfie.
Yeah.
We This is one watch that we have in common, and here
Very
you
nice.
are.
The Aqua Terra world timer.
Yeah, yeah, the world timer.
Very
So
nice. Thank you.
Awesome.
that's for my good friend Wolfie.
Excellent. Excellent.
I know Dan
Dan,
doesn't like it, but
Dan, what's up, man?
Hey, good to be on.
Thank you for joining us. Do you have something on tonight for Wolfie?
Uh, oh no.
But you have a shirt that maybe Wolfie would want though now, right? What does your
Yeah.
shirt say right there?
I'm wearing my Grand Seiko shirt.
Yay, Grand Seiko. Wolfie, big fan of Grand Seiko nowadays. Getting his first one in. What do you have on wrist tonight, Dan?
Today I have my Breitling Aerospace Evo.
Nice, nice.
Very
I love
nice,
that
very
watch.
nice.
Such a cool watch, man. That's such a good. That has like the GMT functionality, right? I mean, or
Has
time
everything.
zone. Yeah,
Has a minute repeater, alarm,
Yeah.
chronograph. It does everything.
yeah. Such a great watch. I could imagine picking up one of those. Just like if I'm ever get back to traveling, because it just feels like it would be such a awesome wear, light, and has all that functionality, accurate.
Yeah.
thought
I
about
set
it.
it. I set mine last July,
Yeah.
and I just checked it tonight. It's a little less than 2 seconds fast.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I thought about that one when I got my Quartz GS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was
That one.
between the
Between
Breitling and the Quartz.
Hands
Yeah.
and GS. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we get to you, Wolfie, I have tonight the Habring, which is made in Austria in honor for our guest tonight,
Thank you.
Wolfie, who is heading back home after a little time here in the States. And it's always fun having Wolfie in the States because he's such a good sport. He comes on to our streams and he's like the crowd favorite, man. Everybody, him and Joe, the crowd favorites. Wolfie, what do you have on wrist tonight?
Uh, Paul Weber.
Ooh,
Oh, man.
man. Wolfie, you're such a baller, dude. You're a baller. When I grow up, I want to be Wolfie baller. Wolfie baller. Yeah, man, Wolfie, you were dancing pretty fast there.
Oh my God.
You were dancing pretty
Oh
fast
my
there, dude.
God.
You get that lederhosen
Oh my
And you just-
God.
and you just start dancing.
Where the hell did you get that picture? Is that my Facebook picture or something? Or?
Hey, I can't tell you where I get my secrets.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to know where you got that lederhosen. That was pretty awesome. And that
Oh my
hat.
That
God.
actually looks, that looks pretty close to the only lederhosen I have.
The only. Nobody believes
I
that.
only have one outfit, for basically for Halloween over here.
Nobody believes it. Nobody. Nobody. Let's say hello to some of the people on the chat before we jump in to our. Well, we don't have any topics, but we're going to talk about watches. That's all I know. Hey, AZ Clayton's here. Howdy, what's going on? Peter C, what's up? Hey, Junior Johnson's here. Wilson and Kevin and Neff, what's going on? Had an epic fail. I heard a little bit about that, Neff. Time Hill is here. What's going on, Time? Hobby Bobby. What's up, Hobby Bobby? B Dev is here. Uh, Wilson, Wolfgang, do you have a separate luggage and taxi for the cigars?
No, they fit in my carry-on.
Yeah. How many cigars are you putting on your carry-on, Wolfie?
I think 85.
What?
But I'm allowed 50 and 80 50. But I didn't max it out fully, so 85 I counted.
All right, man. All right. So that'll last you what, like 2 months or 3 months?
No, that lasts me long. Those are the good stuff that I'm
Okay.
bringing from
Okay.
Scottsdale. So they last me 3 months, maybe. Yeah, 3 months.
Okay. Bill K is here. Mez9 is here. Justin strapped in. Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing? Hey, Deech. Thanks for joining. Joey B, what is up? James Duffy is here. There's Kevin. What's going on, Kevin? How you doing? Poop knife. Yeah, the poop knife is here. Uh what's Caliber is here. Brownie. Yes, what a crew it is for sure. Pale Horse is here. Hey, Rick on watches. Rick, what's going on? Um, Good to see you. Um, hey, Cowboy Swami, what's up? Craig G still wearing the Longines Legend Dye Bronze. Good for you, man. Hey, Amin's here. Awesome, awesome, Brightling. Amin agrees. And who else? I also saw somebody give it some props. Hobby Bobby, love the Evo. Oh, here, let's go. I'm just gonna get it. Hey, Ken Spear checking in from Pittsburgh. Hey, does one of you guys have us up on YouTube? Because I think I'm hearing a little feedback just in case. So if you have it up on YouTube, just hit mute. Sorry. Unless that's me. That could be me. Wolfie Baller Lederhosen for sure. Justin, leaving the Paul Weber on another continent is a move I wouldn't be able to make. So that's staying, right? That's not coming back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wolfie, if you want, I'll babysit it for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Wilson made the offer already too. I denied.
Yeah. Never say my grandparents used to make me wear lederhosen to all the German club stuff. I hated it. Sorry, Neff.
Yeah, one
That
day
explains a lot, Neff. Explains a lot.
Yeah, 85 cigars. 85 cigars for sure. That is a lot. Roar the Tiger is here. KR Joy is here. Let's see, a lot of people in the chat today. Thank you guys for chiming in. Hey, Jason is wearing the Oris Aquas tonight. E1105. Good evening, Rob. Well, good evening to you, sir. Good to see you. Who doesn't like leather shorts with suspenders? Yeah, who doesn't? You know, I'm sure. When you go back to Austria, you throw on that lederhosen all the time.
I promise I don't have lederhosen in Austria. I
Mm.
only have them here.
Rick is saying, I don't think I've had 85 cigars in my entire life. I think I'm with you too, Rick.
That's weak.
I don't think I've had that many. I used to smoke cigarettes. And then what happened was when I started smoking cigars, I would smoke a cigar like a cigarette. So I like inhale, and I'm like, no, this is not what you're supposed to do. I think, yeah. But you know what? Here's the thing. Like I don't appreciate. I don't know how to appreciate cigarettes. So I mean, cigars. So like, if you told me that it was a good cigar, and it was a bad cigar, like I wouldn't have known the difference. You know what I mean? Which means that I probably have never had any good cigars, right? Because
it takes time. I made the mistake often in the beginning when I had a friend that said, let me try one, and I gave him a real good one.
Yeah.
He puffed 2 or 3 times and he said, no, it's not for me. Put it down, and I wasted $20. So lately I've been given the newbies, the $5 sticks, and not the good ones.
So Dan, do you smoke cigars? Are you familiar with cigar smoking? Or no? Dan?
Oh, me? Oh,
Yes.
I've had like 4 cigars in my life.
Yeah, okay. Chaz, you cigar smoker or no?
Yeah, I had one, and I got really sick. So I'm sure I didn't do it right, and so yeah.
No, it's too much nicotine. If you have one right away and you're not used to nicotine, it's too much. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Paul said that he had a cigar with you, Wolfie, and he pretended like he knew what he was doing. And he got buzzed. You know what's crazy? Like I only found this out like in the last like few years. So like my mother grew up my grandparents had on my mother's side had a farm in Puerto Rico, and that's where they lived, and they grew crops. Their main crop, I didn't know this, their main crop was tobacco. And I had no idea. I thought it was like sugarcane, which they grew, or plantains or whatever. But their main stuff where they made their money, which wasn't, they didn't make a lot of money, was selling tobacco. So yeah, man. I mean, it's interesting, but I wouldn't know a good cigar if it hit me in the face, you know. But
yeah, it's takes time.
It does take time. Hey, listen, Wolfie, this is going to be a Wolfie centric kind of show. All right, we're gonna get our fill of you, while we got you here. Okay, you've been crushing really hard on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know I have. Not
That's
the
probably
same
your
exact
fault.
one. It's probably my fault.
Yeah.
Dan doesn't like it. We'll get to your opinion on this in a second, Dan. This is the full gold case. Now I'm okay with the just the stainless steel case with the gold around the bezel, but it's a beautiful freaking watch, and I saw this. I've seen it before. Never. I mean, I like the Aqua Terra line. The regular Aqua Terra is like the blue without any Sedna gold. I've always liked it. Never. Every time I've come close to like maybe thinking about buying it, like something pulls me back. I just needed some more pizzazz with it, and I think I found it with the Sedna gold here. And Tim Masso really put a spotlight on it on Monday. And now I see you throwing up pictures on it on Facebook, wanting to.
Yeah, it's because of you and Tim posted that video and then you started yamming on about it, and so I thought, yeah, it does look good. Damn it! So I looked at it a little closer. I remembered how how good they were, the steel one I had years ago. So I'm gonna look at it.
Yeah.
And, it's an option for my remaining 3.
So Dan, you're not a big fan.
My only issue with this is the date window.
Yeah, many have that issue. Yeah.
Yeah, the no date I would say thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have a solid gold Omega already? What is it, the Tresor or?
No, I have an Aqua Terra. I have an older Aqua Terra.
Oh,
but it looks completely different.
Completely different, just like all your pilots are completely different.
Well, the pilots look much more similar. Let me see if I have. This really looks completely different.
Oh, you have it in front of you?
No, I have. I'm looking for a picture of it.
Hey, Rory the Tiger. No, my mother grew up in Yabucoa, which is southeast, so like just south of Humacao. You probably know if you're familiar with Puerto Rico, where that is. Then, let's see here. Yeah. Okay.
So different. Oh my God, so different. Oh my God.
Yeah, it is kind of different.
Oh my God.
It is. I mean, you're going black dial with what is that? Vertical.
The older were date window somewhere
so
else.
Different. Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, you guys, you'll come around in the future. You'll come around. You'll understand that if you find a good watch, it makes perfect sense to buy more of that good watch.
Oh no, I'm
buy different things all the time. You pick what you like best and you buy variations of it. It makes complete sense.
You get no argument from me. It makes sense to me.
Actually, this one is, the new one with this with the small seconds down there. I always wanted the older one with the blue dial, different blue. That was always one of my favorites too, but I never went for it.
Yeah.
And I think this is better. I mean, the other one is awesome too, but this is better, I think.
Chaz, what do you think about this one? You're an Aqua Terra fan, right?
Yeah. It is the world's greatest watch. I mean, let's get that out of the way.
For the money.
Yeah, for the money.
So
And
silly.
so, when I first saw the new Aqua Terra with the seconds at the 6 o'clock, like the small seconds, and the date window, I didn't like it. I thought it was, but the more I see this one, the more I like it, and the more I've seen live pictures of it, the more I like it.
Yeah.
So, and then additionally, Wolfie's never bought a watch I don't love. So I don't question his judgment. If he says this is a good watch, end of story. This is a good watch for me.
I actually also didn't like it in the beginning. It hardly ever happens to me that I change my mind. But when it came out, I said the same thing. The date looks weird and small seconds.
Yeah.
The older one is better, but it grew on me. It looks different enough, even with that chapter ring there in a different color, the white.
Mm-hmm.
It's really. I mean, it's good looking. The price is okay.
What's the retail?
It's some 18 something, I think.
Yeah, the full case, the gold case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, when this came out, I mean, I didn't see this version of it. I just saw the regular blue dial version, stainless steel. There was something about this small seconds that I didn't like. I think it was like the thick, disc, the white and the blue disc in the middle. Like it didn't really work. I didn't really like it. I don't know. It was just a little too odd for me. But it grew on me, right? And I started noticing it maybe a few weeks ago, but just like not, you know, not really fully committed on it. Like it's something that I would think that I would add. And then, I'm such a sucker when somebody, like Tim, like brings light to it. It it automatically makes me want to like want it more. And I don't know what that says about me. It's maybe it's just I'm just weak or something like that. But I really really like it, and I've always liked the Sedna Gold. I think it adds a nice little touch to it. Man, this watch is hot. It's baller, right? And Wolfgang, you are a baller. Um, yeah. No, I'm not gonna put it back on yet. Don't worry.
I was waiting for it too.
Yeah.
I actually, I forgot which one I saw, either this or the two-tone or just the steel. I saw it in the window on this trip in January somewhere. And that was before I started, way before, like a few weeks ago. And kind of, you walk by, you always look in the windows, and I'm thinking, it kind of hit me. I'm thinking, wow, this looks good. But then I said, no, this is the new one. I didn't like it, so forget it. So I dismissed it immediately. But it hit me like how good looking that the color combination is. So
yeah,
I have to check it out again and give it a closer look.
I think with this rose, with this Sedna Gold, this like rose type gold, it works. Like if this was like yellow, like yellow gold, I don't know if it doesn't have the same appeal to me. Even though I like yellow gold, just not like this with this combination. But there's something about these colors, Wolfie. I'm with you, man. It just works for me.
It works, yeah. We'll see how it is in person.
Yeah. Oh, Karan saying delay your flight. Okay, so let's get off the Aqua Terra a little bit and go back to what you were talking about, Wolfie, about this may be a possibility for one of your three watches you had left to buy. So you've made this commitment to yourself that you're only getting 5 watches this year, and And then so you were saying that like you were thinking like by the time a couple of years from now you turn like 55 or whatever, you're gonna have like 50 watches in your collection. Um, I thought this was just like four for this year. You're saying four for their ongoing. I mean, like, and you're not getting rid of watches, right?
No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna get rid of any. So it's that's the thought that hit me. I don't want to leave the hobby. I'm enjoying it now, so I think I'm gonna enjoy it for many more years. And so, but tough to go a year with nothing or just one. It's tough to do. I mean, who am I telling? Look at you guys.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
get
no,
last 2 weeks without a G-Shock or something. So you understand.
yeah,
But then if I keep that plan, I'll still end up with 50 in a few years. So
yeah, yeah. And
what to do?
so Dan, I mean, like, do you feel like you're like, have you ever had these same kind of thoughts like as Wolfie? Like, I'll limit myself to like one or two luxury watch purchases a year.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I have a 15 watch box,
yeah,
and when it's full, I'm always like, oh, I have too many watches. But then if there's one empty space, I'm like, oh, I need more watches.
yeah.
So it's like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more discerning going forward. I kind of developed my taste. I know what I like.
Yeah.
I had a question for Wolfgang though. So
Yeah.
you said going forward you want to do like 4 a year or something like that. But does price matter? Do you want to stay in like the 10 to 20, or would you go up market and just have fewer pieces?
I haven't made my decision on that yet. I always shy away from. I think the most expensive I ever paid was the Paul Weber for 25.
Right.
Mhm.
Never bought anything more expensive, and I don't know. I can't be 100% sure, but I don't think I'm going, way up into the side work range or whatever, and
Right.
then only get one a year or something.
Right.
I enjoy the meeting friends and getting something together and sharing, and it's almost more important to me. And there's a lot of good stuff out there,
Yeah.
Longines, 1500, 1700. You guys are buying Seiko left and right. There's nice Seikos out there. So it's, I probably, stay in the lower bound as far as where you can go. You
Right.
go,
Okay. But that might change. That might change in like 2 years. Who knows?
It
You don't know.
might change. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna one day I'm gonna sell a lot and focus on downsize and have 10 more expensive ones.
Right.
At the moment, I don't think I'd enjoy it as much as having a bigger collection with lower priced stuff. And
Yeah.
I mean, imagine this. Let's take the four of us. Our surroundings, the environment, the friendships we have. Imagine you only buy one piece this year. That's ridiculous.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
You're not okay with that. You could never do
okay
that.
with that.
Nah, I can't be okay
You
with that.
couldn't do it ever.
Yeah.
You see, everybody else is enjoying it and getting new stuff incoming and this and that.
I could do one a year as long as I can have my G-Shocks.
Ah, you mean like, okay, the G-Shocks, they don't count. Yeah, I give you that. I give you that.
Yeah.
But that's, if you don't buy G-Shocks, then you can't do it.
No, no.
Exactly. And that's the point I'm making. This is at the point where we are at. It's impossible.
Yeah.
None of us, I think, could do it.
Well, in our group, we have our goal of buying 365 watches. We're behind now. We were ahead, and then no one bought anything for like a week. So we're behind, I think, like one watch for the year.
Yeah.
Well, that might change tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. Chaz, I mean, could you see yourself like, like have like a 10-year plan of like, just buying 2 or 3 watches?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have. I've never been, in stuff like hobbies. I've never been real strategic, and I understand if you're spending the kind of money a lot of people spend on watches, you need to be really strategic and that kind
Yeah.
of thing. Uh, Mine is more of an overall limit of how much money I just want to invest in watches or spend on this part of my hobby because I've got other things I do as well. So I don't want to, just pour so much into this that I can't pick up another toy over here, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and also at the same time, I'm trying to learn to really enjoy the watches I have.
Mm-hmm.
But Wolfie's right. If it would be much less enjoyable if you weren't adding some new watches in, here and there.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm like Dan. I like G Shocks, and I still get joy out of some lower end watches. So I hope that's always true.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have infinite funds, there's a point at which you can't just keep adding,
Right.
and you can't just keep climbing the ladder
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
There's a point at which you either tap out and say I'm going home, or I'm going to find ways to enjoy this without having to keep doing that.
Yeah. Let
So
me catch up with some of the chat, and then Wolfie, I have a question specifically directed to you. Navy Blue Monster. The only watch I want in multiple colors is the Globemaster. Great watch, and it's so beautiful in both blue and white dials. Man, my friend Michael was like, "Hey, I'm interested in the annual calendar Globemaster," and boy, is he right! It's a beautiful watch too. So cool. I like, and I'm a sucker for that Sedna gold. So they have the red dial, that burgundy dial with the red Sedna gold bezel. Um, phew,
Yeah,
man,
that's
that's a
I want to
beautiful
see that
watch.
one too.
Yeah. Um, okay, let's go here. I think someone's mic is picking up audio. Yeah, I hear that too. I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry about that, Sans.
I'm wearing
Um,
headphones, so
AP does great and Rose does gray and rose better than anyone. Just a classic combination. The white throws it off for me as well. Yeah, so that white around the the small seconds, it did, but now I'm okay with it. By the way, I asked because I had grandparents that worked in Consolidated Tobacco in Caguas. Definitely not high end. Yeah, uh, yeah. No, my grandfather just grew it and then he sold it at market. To buy other goods to help support the family. Um, Sands of time. I think if you see the AT in person, the date window might not bother you. Okay. Um, that's cool. Price on that Seamaster, I think it was 18,
Something,
somewhere around
yeah,
18.
yeah.
The one without the Sedna gold case, but with the Sedna bezel, is around 9,100, I think. So I think basically half the price.
Yeah.
Um, Now I've seen another small seconds in person, and it didn't even notice the date. Um, no video. Thanks, Bobby, for not playing it. Don't worry, Peter. Just maybe at 9:55, you should jump off because we'll be playing the video then. So Dib is saying, are you telling me to trade my BB-58 for an Aqua Terra?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
No question.
yeah,
yeah. I'd do that. I would do that.
Especially since he has a Submariner already.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone buying Aqua Terra says correct.
Group buy. We'll get 8 of them. We'll get 8 of them at 60% off.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in. Paul's saying an Aqua Terra is like a Carrera had a baby with an OP and it tries too damn hard. Oh, okay. Oh man, that's gonna. My head's spinning after that one. Only getting 3 to 10 watches this year. Kevin's saying 4, 5, or 6. Wolfgang is planning on getting 1 a quarter. Div says Wolfie takes Wolfie. I take donations. Um, okay, let's get some. Damn you guys! I'm looking at a 38 AT in a separate window now.
Do it.
It
Do
happens. It happens. It happens.
Do it.
Yeah.
Scott only bought one piece last year. Ooh, tell us your
Ooh.
secret. Tell us your secret.
He's like Keith.
But he'll probably end up with 2.5 this year. Uh, let's see here. Okay, so let me get back to the question that I wanted to ask you now. So you're not AT is better than the B58. Probably. I mean, I think like if you look at it in its parts, in some of the parts, I think you're right. I think the AT is definitely better than the BB58. But there's something about the snowflake hand. I don't know. It's hard. They're
It's
very
different.
different. They're very different, right? And they can definitely exist together in a collection for
You
sure.
know, exactly. They're very different, and we joke around the Aqua Terra, you know. But if for folks, I believe for people that had one, even as the steel one, if you get it at pre-owned prices, it's really compelling for what it is. It's comfortable, it's water resistant, it's accurate, it really, there's not much competition out there for a pre-owned
Oh
Aqua Terra.
my god.
We got cookies.
No, they're not
Oh,
homemade,
boy.
but they're good. They're good.
I
Wolfie.
agree, Wolfie.
I'm sorry, Chaz. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean
No,
to.
no, I just was affirming Wolfie's observation. I think he's spot on.
Okay, so you don't want to sell, right? That's not in your game plan to sell, right, Wolfie?
No.
But you're limiting yourself to 4 pieces a year. At some point, your collection is just going to get big and big and bigger and bigger and bigger. Would you then consolidate pieces to get like the Zeit work?
I don't know that getting a site work, I look at it that way.
Well, it doesn't have to be the Zeit work.
No, it
but
doesn't. I
getting
know. I'm just saying like a whatever, 60, 70,000, dollar piece. The way I approach the whole thing is basically, it has to be an enjoyable hobby. I want to get as much enjoyment out of it and entertainment as I can.
Yeah.
And I don't really think that getting a site work will give me that much more joy, than getting an Aqua Terra.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Anything can change, but that's why the concept, to kind of sell stuff to get a bigger piece, in quotes, I never really considered it because it's so much more money.
Yeah.
I always made the count, like you spend 60K on a piece. That means you could get 10 awesome other pieces, and you have like a lot more enjoyment maybe with friends and sharing, and you have different stuff to wear than I would have with the one that I really 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 like. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna go that way. It
Okay.
could be. Maybe things will change.
Yeah.
But Wilson says, yeah, site work would give me a lot of joy. But like I said, I get a lot of joy from when I bought the Longines with Paul. I don't think I get more enjoyment out of it, or much more than you're gonna lust over it a little more. Oh, I got the site work; it's so amazing. But then it's a Longines can be a great watch on the wrist too, even if it's tiny, like the sector dial. I enjoy it as much as most others I have.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but.
Oil Money says, "Don't fold like cheap leader hose and stick to many pieces, Wolfie." Okay. No, I mean, look, I mean, I like the plan. I mean, I would love to just keep it to like 2 pieces, 2 to 3 pieces a year, maybe 2 pieces ideally. I just know that there's too much idle time in between buys there for me, and but then if I extrapolate, like, buying 3 or 4 pieces a year, I'm 48. By the time, 5 years from now, that's another 20 watches on top of what I have.
It's a
That's just
lot.
that's a lot of watches. You
That's
know?
that's why it kind of hit me when I'm thinking, okay, but that's my plan now,
Yeah,
but that adds 12 pieces in 3 years.
yeah,
So maybe, I don't know, maybe one day I'm gonna sell, or if I be by myself, stuck in Austria, none of you guys are around. I
yeah,
can I could go a year without buying, just
yeah.
don't look at anything. But we're gonna meet maybe later this year, and then the trunk show, and then
Yeah.
this, that, and I'm
See, I think
supposed to be there and not get anything.
no. I see. Look, I mean, I think I have the answer for you. Um, and it's not buy less or buy more watches. Stick with the four. Just buy two more places to live.
Problem
Okay.
solved.
But
Yeah.
Yep.
that would cut my watch budget drastically. Then I don't have to buy any
No,
watches
well,
anymore.
get out of here. Who you fooling? Get the f out of here. Um, So look, well, all right, then you slum it for a couple years and get like Grand Seiko. You know, or Seiko.
Grand Seiko actually are very good watches. They count, except when they're quartz.
Yeah, right. Thank you, Wilson. Is this just 4 watches in North America?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, so all right, where else do you like, or have you been to where you would consider buying a home? Like, is there anywhere in South America?
I'm not
Um,
buying another home, that's for sure. It's a lot of work. You really have to. It makes zero sense if you spend like 2 weeks in a vacation home. It's much
yeah.
better go to a hotel, change locations. No worries at all. Only makes sense vacation home if you really use it, and I'm talking months a
See, now
year.
you're just applying rational thought to all this, and this is a totally irrational.
I like to be rational in most of my life.
Yeah.
Except the watch hobby, maybe that's a little bit
Oh, what about Canada?
too cold. Nice people there, but too cold.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Hey, what do you guys say we talk new releases? See what we got. Let's check out monochrome, and get your take on some things. Now, look, not a particular new release per se, but now it's in white gold, the 1159. The 1159, it really got slammed a couple years ago, right? AP was trying to, put out something new that wasn't a Royal Oak or Royal Oak related, and they came out with the 1159. Now it seems to be, kind of a piece that people at least are not like people like, right? Um,
You get used to it.
yeah, yeah. I guess it's getting used to it. What do you guys think about the 159? Wolfie, what do you think?
This is way too busy, but I like the case a lot.
Yeah,
Like Dan said, they've been growing on me. I've seen a few in the metal, very few. But the case is very compelling. I'm not a big fan of the dials,
hmm
but I can see that. I like the rose gold better than this, but
yeah.
I can see that a lot of people will go for this.
Yeah. Well, Chaz, any thoughts on any interest? I mean, us mere mortals probably couldn't afford this, but is this something that catches your eye?
No, I've never been a fan. I mean, I think obviously the Royal Oak's an iconic watch, and I
Yeah.
think they're beautiful. Uh, I respect the quality of the brand and the history.
Yeah.
But this watch in particular has never been appealing to me.
Yeah.
I like it a little better just because Wolfie just said some positive things about it.
Me too.
But outside of that, it's never been a watch that I always heard people that wanted to buy a Royal Oak had to buy one of these first,
Yeah.
and
Right.
then another watch or two, and then they can get that one. So
Right.
yeah.
Hey, Karan's giving Wolfie a $5 coupon for his next watch purchase if he doesn't buy a watch on the Trunk Show. Thanks, Karan, for the super chat. Thank you so much. um, yeah, Justin saying 1159s are low key cool. What do you think, Dan? Low key cool?
So I like this new release. You know, aesthetically, I mean, it's not for me. Same as Wolfgang. It's too busy, too much stuff going on. But I think it's a cohesive design. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. The whole series, the 1159 series, doesn't really move me. But they're not bad watches.
Yeah. Yeah. Neff doesn't get the 1 in 59 at all. I think I'm with you, Neff. I think I am. Wolfgang is a Chaz influencer.
He is.
For sure. Okay. Yeah, enough 1159 talk. Hey, what about some of these guys here? We got some new dial colors, right, for the Royal Oak? What do you guys think about this one? I think it's kind of cool. Yay, no?
Outside of the size, it's tiny.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I think it's beautiful. It wouldn't be my first pick if I was going to get a Royal Oak, but I do like it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because I've seen too much of the Tiffany or light blue kind of dial that now it's like, permeating my thoughts. But I mean, I think it's a pretty looking watch. Dan, you don't like this, do you?
I think it's a good looking watch, but it like doesn't matter because I can't get it. You know, no one can
sure.
get it.
Okay.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. I understand that. Ice blue is nice. Hobby Bobby, all the new RO dials are fantastic. I do like them. Wilson likes the dial color. So does Time Hell. Sam is saying, I'm sick of seeing blue dial steel sports. This ice blue is a breath of fresh air, though. Yeah. I can never get sick of blue dial sports, steel sports. I just love the blue. I don't own any blue in my collection at the moment, but I do love that. Do love that blue color. Chaz, you're a fan of blue, aren't you?
I'm a fan of blue. I
Yeah.
do this, and this is not. I mean, this is not the. It's not the Tiffany blue. I think that would be over the top. But yeah, I like that. I like some of the other ones they put out better. You got a picture of that yellow gold one. You may be getting to it, but man, that thing is gorgeous.
Yeah. Let me see. This one right here. Is that it?
No, there was the yellow gold with the yellow
The
dial.
sunburst.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think they have a picture of this in the article though. This article.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about though. Zenith. Looks like it's been a little quiet at the tail end of this week with releases. So, Wolfie man, what are you gonna be doing? You're leaving. Are you gonna go meet up with? Is there watch people that you talk to over there in the homeland now?
No, none of the locals. I would know. It's not. There might be community there, but I never really looked into it. It's more the English-speaking world that's dominating on Facebook and other groups. There's a few, Austrians and Germans in Moser's group, for example, but I don't have any, connections to local guys that I could meet up.
Yeah.
We'll basically just, sit out the rest of winter over there and
then hopefully come back in the spring.
Yeah.
Chaz, if they came out with an orange dial variant, would you just like get rid of everything you got and try to
I would
get
have to get rid of everything I've got and then some.
and then some? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would have to be on a, you know, buying these other watches I couldn't afford to get that one I couldn't afford.
Yeah, yeah.
But it sure, if they had an orange dial, it would sure be tempting. Yeah, I'm kind of a sucker for orange.
Yeah.
Look up the HYT watch, Bobby Wilson is asking about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Lot
Is that
better looking than the older ones were. There it is. I know nothing about it, but it's thinner. It looks more like a watch than the others were, so could be a way back for them.
Yeah, I don't know much about HYT. I mean, I've seen some models, but I don't know anything about them. It's a little too out there for me, so probably explains why I don't know much about them because I probably haven't done a deep dive. But I appreciate. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, are they motor car inspired or?
I don't remember.
That thing you're saying that kind of looks like a cylinder head is actually a bellows. That's where the liquid is, and as the time goes on, it'll squeeze, and the liquid will come out.
And what's the point of the liquid?
You go back to the.
So if you see the dial, see the green line that moves as time
That's
goes on.
that's the hours.
Oh, I follow.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
If you remember the old ones, they had that weird bubbly case thing that like looked so weird to me.
Yeah.
This is much more interesting to me than. I'm not saying I'm gonna get one, but I think if they keep on that design path, they're gonna be.
These are fairly expensive watches, aren't they?
I think so. I know how much that one is, but
70,000 Swiss francs.
okay. Yeah, 27 pieces. It's
that's steep.
yeah, slow way back.
Yeah. Neff is like, yeah, no. Hobby Bobby looks like a Chinese brand doing indie. In the year 2000. I know PYT from Michael Jackson. Yes, pretty young thing. Accordions have bellows. Huh.
Yep.
That's true. How do you know when it's bedtime at Michael Jackson? Okay. All right, we're telling jokes. All right. Okay. You got me, Scatterbrain. You got me. I gotta. Not only do I have to edit or filtered out Oil Money's comments, I gotta do that with Scatterbrain. Okay. Hobby Bobby, way cheaper than the previous price point. Must have saved a ton without the old Sapphire. Yeah, I mean, look, way far out watches like that are not appealing to me.
No.
I wanna be that guy, but I just can't be that guy. Sometimes I just mostly like 3-handed watches and that's it. I think I like complications, but I just don't. I just like boring watches, I guess.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be cool to add an annual calendar to my collection, and that's why that Globemaster is appealing because of the price point. And it looks cool, I think.
Yeah.
Or Sky Dweller.
Yes, I mean, Sky Dweller is a little bit past my comfort zone price, but I mean, like if somebody offers me the Sky Dweller, I'm gonna buy it. But I mean, like I wouldn't buy it. But I mean, if I get offered at MSRP, I'll buy it. But you know, we've been through this anyway. But
It is. It's the Sky Dweller system is very cool.
no, very very cool, right? Very very different.
Yeah.
Um, but there's something about that Globe Master that I kind of really dig, and World Timer would be nice, man. There's a couple out there that I like, but I think the one that I'm gravitating to is that Bulgari that with a DLC coding, that Octoroma World Timer.
Mm.
That's also, I mean, it's another watch that's under 10. A lot of the ones I do like are over. I mean, I know the Aqua Terra is beautiful. I just feel like I'd have to like try it on first, you know, because I feel like it might be a little bit too big. I know it doesn't wear as big as people say it does, but that's a beautiful watch too. I mean,
I
awesome.
think that's the one you said was quote too pretty.
Yeah,
I think
it's
you
very
said.
pretty. It's very pretty. It is, and I
Yeah,
know you said it wasn't.
that's
It's
like
beautiful.
saying somebody saying what's your greatest weakness, and you say I care too much. That's my
Yeah,
greatest weakness.
yeah.
Um,
uh,
it's too pretty.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. My greatest weakness is, I mean, I work too hard.
yeah, I just give
That's
too
that's
much.
that's that's
I'm a
like the
giver.
classic interview. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think they stopped asking that question now in interviews,
Yeah.
because they were getting too many bullshit answers.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, so any watches? Okay, well, we know what's on Wolfie's radar so far. Dan, anything on your radar? You went to an awesome event yesterday. Tell us
Yeah, I
about
went
it.
to so the Armory did is a men's gentleman's wear, and they have some watches once in a while, but they did a collaboration with Moser for limited edition, and so they had like a kind of like an open house. They had maybe like half the Moser collection there for anybody to like handle and check out, which is great because Moser is a hot watch right now, so it's hard
Yeah,
to get a hold of them anywhere. Like to be able to see, like 15 of them at the same time is incredible. Yeah, so it was cool. That was very cool.
yeah, yeah. And you got to handle some of them. Yeah, I saw some of your pictures on Instagram. They look great,
Hmm.
and must have been just good to just go out though and just hang out and look at watches.
Yeah, that
You
was
know,
cool.
yeah, cool
Yeah,
event.
talk to some
Yeah,
collectors.
yeah, yeah. Some big like big time collectors, or just like just have like collectors like you, like all of us.
There's a lot of collectors, but I was talking to another YouTuber. She's like one of the only female watch YouTubers right now. Beth
Uh huh.
T. She's also from New York,
Yeah.
and it was cool. She was very nice.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Don't pick on Bobby. He's a big Sound of Music fan. That's true. Um, I love hearing Bobby on this stuff. Complete gibberish. Yeah, I'm total. I it's total gibberish for sure. Um, Watchbox has one or two Mosers. That's true. You're right. But they have like all of them right now. It feels like it anyway.
Not that many.
No, they don't.
No.
I thought they were hoarding them. Maybe
They
maybe
might have
they're
more in the back than they put
yeah
up.
Right.
yeah.
But the chronographs that Moser does, the dance or
Mm-hmm.
for chronograph people, this is like incredible stuff.
Yeah,
I the
I
style.
don't like chronographs because
Yeah,
it's so busy, but because this is a central pinion chronograph,
yeah,
it's just less cluttered, and the way they do the hands where the hand comes to the very, very edge of the dial, almost touching the glass. I mean, why more people don't do that? I don't understand. I mean,
Mm,
when
mm.
you read it, there is no mistaking on is it 4 seconds, 5 seconds, like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's very clear, and then the way the pushers feel is just amazing. Like
Yeah.
there's no way to describe it. That tactile click is just they perfected it.
Awesome. So Moser's on your radar.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
So you're serious?
I mean, I always see everybody, ooh and eyeing over, going gaga over the brand, and I didn't understand it because the designs are okay, but I was just like, there's nothing special. And then even when I saw one in a case, they wouldn't let me handle it because it was pre-sold. I was like, it's all right. And then even when I see them in front of me, like, you know, in my hand, I was like, it's okay. And then when I put it on my wrist, I was like, damn.
Wow.
All right,
Wow.
I get it. Even the ones I didn't like, I loved when I put it on my wrist.
Wow.
Yeah, so I get it.
Wow. Well, good for you. I mean, I hope it happens. I mean, I like those pre-Milan and Milan Milan family Mosers.
Mhm.
But I have a feeling if I see some of the watches that you saw that you put up on
Yeah.
Instagram in person, I'd probably change my mind too.
Yeah, the Pioneer, the funky blue Pioneer is just, I love it.
Yeah,
Wow.
everybody should check out the Pioneer in person if they get a chance.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to check it out in person now.
It's really good.
Chaz, the Mosers are kind of like a grail piece for you, right? We talked about this before, right?
Yeah, I've always, as far as indies go, I just always have admired the brand. You know, I love I love their take on the Apple Watch. They're
Yeah.
irreverent. You know, they don't take themselves seemingly so seriously.
Yeah.
And they still have an entry point that is not unobtainable. Moser
Right.
does.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these indies, you have to jump in so high
Mm-hmm.
that Pioneer is attainable. So
Yeah.
at some point in time, I really would like to get one.
Yeah.
I'm a
Too
real
many
fan.
watches. Yeah,
Too
there's
many
too many
watches.
There's too many watches, man. There's
But
just too many.
in my opinion, this is up there. That's why I'm saying check it out if you can.
Okay.
This is one of the best sports pieces ever made, in my opinion.
Ooh. All right,
I
so
mean, it's
Chaz is
the
getting one tomorrow. Looks like now with that kind of.
80s all over them, all over mine too. But thank God it's a little too big for her. If
Wow.
Pioneer goes down to 40 one day, I'm in trouble. They're really good there. I mean,
Yeah.
like Dan said, the color, the fit, the price point is perfectly fine.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't think even though they look good in photographs, I don't think they photograph well.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. Not at all.
They really don't. Like,
They don't.
I'm
Is it
taking the
because of?
picture.
So is it crystal? Like, is it really domed?
Yeah,
The reflection on it, it doesn't capture
Yeah.
the dial really. You need to see it in person.
That's beautiful.
still
Look
don't-
at that thing.
Still beautiful watch.
in person, it's just if you get a chance in an AD or you'll see with the time you lay your eyes on it, you'll understand.
Yeah.
There's the.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one Bobby K was jonesing on.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
That's won't be easy to get.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
No.
These things are easy to get. Well, maybe I don't know. I mean, we're supposed to see a couple of rate hikes this year, and maybe things will come down a little bit. Maybe inflation will slow down somehow, hopefully, and bring the rest of the. I'm no finance guy, but I'm just hoping that some of these prices come down to pre-pandemic prices, or at least getting deals. At least if that comes back, that'd be great. But I don't know. We'll see. Well, it's just a waiting game, I think. So, yeah, Dan, I'm sorry. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I had a question for you, Bobby.
Yeah.
Since you got the sub before the last price hike, and I think they increased the price like $900, right, or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it's like 8,900 now or something, or nine.
No, but whatever. I'm saying they increased it like another 900 or something, 800 or 900, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel after that hike? Were you happy that you got it before, I guess, or you're like, you're happy that like your value just went up $900?
Well, I really haven't put too much thought about my watch being, having been raised about 10%. Like it really didn't. I'm not following what it's worth. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Because I'm just
It
like
it
so.
doesn't matter because you're not getting rid of it.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about. Um, Now, of course,
Future
I'm more
purchases.
concerned future purchases. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
But I'm not concerned about what it's worth. I don't even know. I think it's worth like from just hearing people talk like they got like like if I were to sell it, probably like 12 or 13, but maybe it's
Right.
more. I don't know. It's yeah, but I mean, good question. I mean, I don't think about it. I think about
Yeah.
and like what you said, a future purchase. That's what I do think about. Um, anyway, guys, great chat tonight, Dan. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, Chaz. Always, you're the
It's my
man.
pleasure. I
Thank you
appreciate the invitation.
for coming along. Yeah, man. Anytime. Um, Wolfie, I hope you have a safe trip back. You and Mrs. Wolfie, Katie. Just one more time, okay? Wolfie baller. Wolfie baller. You are a baller, man. You are a baller. Have a safe trip, Wolf. And can't wait till you get back. And hopefully one of these days we'll all get to meet and hang out. Um, and look at watches.
When are you
Yeah.
coming back?
April is the
April.
plan. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when, we hope to all meet maybe.
Yeah,
Hopefully. Yeah.
yeah. If you come by East Coast, especially for sure.
Yeah.
Chat. Thank you for joining us tonight and contributing. Always awesome. And guys, have a good one.
See you later, guys.
Good night.